The Secret Adventures of Adam and Eve. Long ago, before there were cities, roads, or even animals as we know them, there was a magical garden called Eden. It was a place where sunlight sparkled on rivers like liquid gold, flowers swayed gently in the breeze, and the air smelled sweet with every kind of fruit and blossom. Birds chirped cheerful songs, rabbits hopped through the meadows, and even the butterflies seemed to dance in the sunlight. In this magical garden, the very first humans were about to appear, Adam and Eve. God wanted someone special to explore the garden and its wonders and care for all the living creatures. So, with the rich, soft soil of Eden, God shaped a man. He breathed life into him, and slowly, Adam opened his eyes. Adam looked around, wide-eyed with amazement. He watched the birds swoop through the sky, the rabbits nibble on fresh grass, and the rivers sparkle like a million diamonds. Every creature seemed to welcome him. He started giving names to the animals. "You shall be called Lion," he said to the king of beasts. "And you, Rabbit?" he giggled. He spent the whole day exploring, laughing, and talking to the animals. But as the sun began to set and the forest grew quiet, Adam felt something he had never felt before. Loneliness. All these creatures are wonderful, Adam thought. But I wish I had someone like me to share this garden with. God saw Adam's loneliness and decided to create a companion. One night, while Adam slept under the glow of the moon, God took one of Adam's ribs and carefully shaped it into a woman. When Adam woke, he saw Eve standing nearby. She had bright, curious eyes and a smile that made Adam's heart feel warm. "Hello," Adam said shyly. "Hello," Eve replied softly. And just like that, the first friendship and the first partnership was born. From that day on, Adam and Eve explored the garden together, laughed together, and shared in the wonder of every day. Adam and Eve's days were filled with play and discovery. They ran through the meadows, raced butterflies, and played hide and seek among the flowers. Eve loved talking to the animals, while Adam experimented with plants and built little shelters for birds and squirrels. There was one very special tree in the middle of the garden. The tree of knowledge of good and evil. Its fruit shone in colors Adam and Eve had never seen. God said, "You may eat from any tree except this one. If you eat from it, you will gain knowledge that may be hard to understand." Adam and Eve promised to obey. They respected the tree, and for a long time, life in Eden was perfect. One morning, Adam and Eve discovered a sparkling pond. They watched tiny fish darting beneath the water, their scales shining in the sunlight. Eve laughed as a mischievous frog jumped onto her hand, and Adam laughed so hard that a nearby parrot squawked in surprise. Another day, Adam tried to teach a group of baby goats how to climb a small hill. They tumbled and rolled down, and Eve clapped her hands with delight. Every day brought a new game, a new adventure, and a new moment of wonder. Even in this perfect place, curiosity bubbled like a spring. The tree of knowledge always caught their eyes, shining softly in the sunlight, reminding them that there were things in the world they did not yet understand. One afternoon, as Eve wandered near the tree of knowledge, a clever serpent slithered quietly onto a branch. Its scales shimmered like silver. "Why not try the fruit?" the serpent hissed. "God said not to eat it," Eve replied. "But it will make you wise," the serpent whispered. "You will know everything." Eve felt curious. She looked at the fruit, bright, shiny, and tempting. She thought about how wonderful it would be to understand everything about the world, about the birds, the animals, the stars, and even Adam's thoughts. After thinking carefully, Eve picked a fruit and took a small bite. Its sweetness surprised her. It was like tasting the colors of the rainbow. She offered it to Adam, who hesitated. But seeing Eve's excitement, he took a bite too. Suddenly, everything felt different. They could feel right and wrong in a way they had never felt before. When God came to visit, Adam and Eve were scared. They hid among the trees. "Adam, where are you?" God asked gently. I was afraid," Adam whispered. Eve ate the fruit, Adam added. God explained that life in Eden would change. They could no longer stay in the garden forever, but it was the start of a new adventure, one filled with challenges, discoveries, and growth. Hand in hand, Adam and Eve stepped out into the wider world. They planted seeds, tended to the land, and learned to care for each other in a way they never had before. Though they left Eden, they carried its lessons in their hearts: courage, curiosity, love, and friendship. Every step they took was a new discovery, and every challenge was a chance to learn. The story of Adam and Eve teaches us that curiosity can lead to new adventures, that every choice has a lesson, and that even the smallest spark of courage and friendship can light up the world. Thanks for joining us at Legends in the Lantern Light. And remember, every story has a beginning, and every beginning is full of wonder.